What's up, everyone? This is Vberg again, and welcome to Game Conclave. We have all the latest news from the Xbox Direct today for you. If you take a moment of your time, though, to like and subscribe, it would really help us grow. But without further ado, let's hop into all the news from the Xbox Direct. So first off, I think this was a popular rumor already, but we now have confirmation of a new Ninja Gaiden game. And not just the side-scroller coming out, but no, a new full-blown 3D over-the-top bloody action game. And that's awesome. This is Ninja Gaiden 4, and it is going to be a collaboration between Team Ninja and Platinum Games, and that's freaking awesome. I mean, Team Ninja, you're talking about the people who made Nioh, Wolong, creators of the Dead or Alive series, and then Platinum Games, we know them from Bayonetta, Nier Automata. These two groups are coming together to make a over-the-top, bloody, lightning, fast-paced, brutal action game, and we're here for that. So yeah, it's exciting news. You'll be playing as a new protagonist, Yakumo, but Ryu Hayabusa is also going to appear in the story, but him and Yakumo are at odds in this kind of like cyberpunky ninja setting, and yeah, that's awesome. Apparently the corpse of the Dark Dragon is creating a rain that's corrupting the city, and they both have different motivations here, so that's really awesome. I don't know if it's going to be like one of those ones where you play as one protagonist and then you play as like another protagonist. You know, you play as Yakumo, then Ryu, or you are constantly hopping back and forth between them. Either way, we're really excited to check it out. These are two top-tier action game developers collaborating in a series that hasn't had a major new entry in like 10 years or so. So this should be pretty freaking awesome. It's going to be dropping in fall of 2025 for Xbox Series S and X, PS5, and PC. And then the second bit of news ties into that. So not only are we getting a Ninja Gaiden 4, we're also getting a remaster of Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, which is the definitive version of the game. This was originally an Xbox 360 exclusive title that launched back in 2008. Then was later released on the PS3 in 2009 as an altered version known as Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. Only now it's going to be in Unreal Engine 5. And this is actually shadow dropping today, right here, right now. You could go pick up this awesome action game. Really challenging. The new version has difficulty options to tone that down if you choose. They said that when remastering the game, they placed special emphasis on the gore and dismemberment system, which is hilarious. I think this is the last title that Tomonobu Itagaki made with Team Ninja before he left the studio. So yes, this is the last one that he worked on. It's going to be playable on the Xbox Series S, NX, PS5, and PC. And like I said earlier, just shadow drop today. So if you're in the mood for some hard-ass fights, over-the-top action, or just some violent bloodiness, check it out. We also got another extended look at South of Midnight. This is a southern gothic fantasy game, action game coming to us from the creators of We Happy Few. It has this cool stop motion animation style. It's kind of weird looking, kind of cool looking at the same time. I don't know, like everything has a sort of almost 3D book claymation feel to it. And yeah, I don't know, it's really cool looking. At least we think so. I wonder if people though are gonna think it's like a frames per second issue rather than an artistic style. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I was kind of skeptical of this game from what I had seen of it so far. And a lot of the footage highlighting the action combat, like the enemies just kind of were standing around like doofuses. And I don't know, we always see that in all these action game like previews, like the enemies just kind of standing there like a bunch of dumb lugs. But this one made me excited because they're actually reacting to Hazel and attacking her. And yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see what the combat's like, not just a bunch of flashy, cool combos. Like, I want to see what it's actually like. So yeah, we got to see what it's actually like, I think. And that made me pretty excited. Looked like we got to see a skill tree for a moment in the Direct. They didn't really highlight on it, but it briefly popped up in the video. That there was like a skill tree, and so I don't know if we'll be making decisions about what kind of skills she does and doesn't get to have, or if it's one of those you just acquire them all. But yeah, you'll play as Hazel. She is a weaver searching for her missing mother, And since her mom has gone missing, she has started to see spirits. And these weavers are in tune with the powers of nature and can interact with spirits. And she'll have to explore the memories that led to the creation of these characters from folk tales, and even fight them, and then defeat them and try to heal them so she can continue on through their versions of the world, which are all like weird, twisted versions of the South. And so we finally have a launch date for South of Midnight. It's going to be launching on April 8th. This one is only going to be on Xbox Series S and X and on PC. Alright, and then we also got another extended look at Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And this one is looking really awesome to me. Every time I see a little bit more of this, I just really, really want to play it. The whole premise behind the story is that this mysterious painter figure shows up every year and paints a number. And then everyone of that age or older dies. And this is like plaguing their world. And so every year they send an expedition of people off to try and figure out what's going on and how to stop this. And we will be playing as the 33rd expedition they have sent to try and stop this tragedy. And it's like a dark fantasy version of Logan's Run, and I love it. The combat looks very reminiscent of Legend of Dragoon, Shadow Hearts, and Lost Odyssey, and as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty damn good company to be in. It's a combination of like turn-based meets reactions in real time, and they're really fun and really great games. So apparently different characters are going to have the option to be built in different ways. One of the developers said that he likes to build the character Mael as a tank, but everyone else in the studio builds her as a glass cannon, so it's cool to see that kind of diversity and customization for characters. Lots of different passives to equip to change up their playstyle. We didn't include this one in our top 25 games of 2025. It had been rumored for March, and it's a good thing we didn't. We didn't have an official date, so we didn't want to comment on it yet, and it's coming out in Q2 now, so we get to babble about being excited about it later on. So, they did tout also for the game, and I hadn't seen this before. There's going to be a non-human companion, and apparently he's going to eat your dead enemies and then transform into them, and apparently you'll also befriend this other strange creature. It looks like a big frickin' like parachute thing, like a hot air balloon, and you'll use him as your airship and vehicle to travel around a world map. Which is hilarious because like so many RPG developers have like abandoned world maps, and this like this title's gonna be like an homage to things that people grew up on. They're like, we gotta have a freaking world map, and so it's really cool to see one cropping back up. They even said there'll be secret areas to explore and hidden bosses that you will only be able to encounter by exploring and going off the beaten path of the world map. So that's awesome. This one's going to drop on April 24th for Xbox Series S and X, PS5, and PC.
Get ready.
And then lastly, we got a ton of new info about Doom: The Dark Ages. I don't know why I said it like that. It's going to be a prequel to Doom 2016, and they said that if Doom Eternal was about acrobatics, then this game is about standing your ground. Think of the Slayer as a jet fighter previously, and now think of him as an iron tank. And as Doom is, it's gonna be total over-the-top, brutal, bloody, violent, gory, and metal as all hell, especially in the soundtrack. And expect there to be more exploration, more story, and more brutality than ever before, they said. Think of this as like your epic blockbuster, over-the-top action film of the summer, but only it's going to be Doom and a video game. So, they're promising some really over-the-top stuff, and hopefully they deliver. With the Saw Shield, you'll be able to block, parry, and deflect attacks, in addition to throwing the shield, kind of like a brutal-ass version of Captain America. New to the series, they'll be adding in difficulty sliders to make the game easier or harder to customize the challenge level you're seeking. We're also going to get to be a frickin' Gundam pilot, apparently, and pilot a mech the size of a building as we tear up hell, and a flying cyber dragon mount. And they said, don't think of these as gimmicks. The mech and the dragon will not appear just once, and that they'll even have their own boss fight sections. And yeah, we're super excited about this. Doom always has over-the-top gameplay, badass soundtracks, and Doom the Dark Ages will be dropping on May 15th for Xbox Series S and X, PS5, and PC. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Let us know which of these titles you're looking forward to down in the comments. And as always, from all of us here at Game Conclave, thank you so much for watching.